Coach Michael Schwartz, RJ Felton, and Jordan Riley. Coach, what we'll do is just have you make a general comment and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yep. Start off by saying just the utmost respect for Coach Austin Clonch, his staff, and their players. I just think they're a dynamic basketball team and no different than our other two games. Just extremely fortunate that we were able to come out of here with a win in this second round conference tournament game.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Internally here, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. Front row, please give us your name and affiliation.
Hey, Coach Robbie Lasella, BleacherBrothers.com. You guys put that last loss of the regular season completely out the back window. How did you guys go about wiping the slate clean and really coming out with a solid performance on all ends tonight?
Well, to be quite honest with you, right after that game, we talked about in the locker room and at FAU, and we said, regardless of what happened here today, if we were fortunate enough to play better, lose a close game, win, whatever it may be, we were going to hit the reset button in that locker room. And I thought, led by these two guys, the next 2 days of preparation leading into this travel and heading here to Fort Worth, our guys were extremely locked in and focused on this game. Everybody kept asking about playing a team a third time, and we said that is irrelevant. That's not what makes this game hard, playing UTSA a third time. What makes this game hard is playing UTSA because they're a really good team. And so that's where our focus was, preparing as if this was the first time we played them.
RJ, you've fourth year senior. You've been a part of this program coming up. How special is it to have that 10-win conference for the first time in a while, and now a win right here in Fort Worth?
I would say it's big for the program and us, but it's always about business right now. So as far as right now, we're more in the business mindset, trying to take care of business.
And Jordan, so it was like a big three for you guys tonight between you two and Cam, and you guys fought off UTSA's big three with your scoring performance. How dangerous is this ECU team if all three of you guys are going off on the same night?
It's pretty dangerous, especially when Cam is going off and RJ's going off. And I won't even say it's a big three because we have also CJ too, and we got Jay Shane, and we got Trevor. We got a lot of players that could just go off at any time, any moment for.
On the left over there, Coach.
Coach Bo Carter with Sports Page Dallas. You're 3-1 in overtime games. Did you start thinking about that tonight as it got close toward the end?
Man, you know what? I guess you don't want to think about overtime until the clock hits zero and you got to do it. But we did, in terms of what we were doing with CJ, I did have that in our mind. He had 4 fouls. So the thought that could this game get extended? So we were trying to do some offense, defense substitution. Obviously, we put him in at the end of the game for rebounding purposes when they were on the free throw line. But Trevi LeBeau all year long, when he's had to play at the 5, he's just such a smart player, and he did a phenomenal job executing late game in terms of our foul. When we fouled up 3, he executed that out of the timeout, but he always does that. But, you know, if it's 45 minutes, if it's 50 minutes, whatever it is, I know this team is ready to play.
Anyone else in here? Question. Chuck, we have anybody on Zoom?
We do. Our friends in Greenville past the midnight hour. We'll start with Steven Igo, please.
Jordan, what has just allowed you guys in these close games, particularly in UTSA and other games as well throughout the season, to just have that confidence that you're going to make plays down the stretch like y'all did tonight?
Can you repeat that question, please?
Yeah, in the close games, you guys have had, what kind of gives y'all the confidence to make those plays down the stretch, the winning plays in crunch time?
We all put in a lot of work. Me, RJ, and a lot of people, we put in a lot of work. It's a toughness aspect too. So we just, we have a mental, we have a strong mental, where we could just do anything. And I just feel like we're just gonna make plays. And it's not the first time we've been in this type of situation. We've been in this situation plenty of times. So it's like we know what to do. And that's pretty much what we just, I just feel like we're just strong with everything we do for it.
Hey, Coach, I was going to ask you about the fouling at the end, just how much, strategy went into that, and obviously fouling a guy who had struggled, in that game at the line thus far.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I mean, we were going to foul on the catch. I've seen too many, at least in that situation. I don't know whether they were going to look to call a timeout when they got to half court or they were going to look to catch and just heave. I've seen a play where a team caught and heaved it and picked up 3 off the dribble because they tried to foul at half court. So in that particular situation, with the way the game goes, and in terms of the way UTSA shoots the 3, again, Trevi executed exactly what we wanted to do, which was foul on the catch. And it just so happened that the ball ended up in Smith's hands. If that ball had ended up in a different player's hands, we would have fouled on the catch at that moment also, because we didn't want to allow them to play up in the half court with a timeout or be able to get dribbles and momentum and maybe shoot and draw a shooting foul at that moment. So again, every scenario is different, but that we executed exactly what we wanted to do coming out of the timeout, and that's why we called the timeout.
Okay, we'll go next to Christian Bateman, please.
Hey, Coach, it's tournament play. You survive UTSA. Just speak on your thoughts just heading into the UAB game tomorrow night.
UAB is one of the very best teams in this league. They're an NCAA tournament caliber team. We had a great game in Greenville a few weeks ago. They have the Conference Player of the Year on their team. We know how talented they are. Coach Kennedy, as good of a coach as there is in this conference and the country. So we know what a great challenge it'll be for us tomorrow night.
Okay, back to Steven, please.
Yeah, RJ, I was just going to ask. It looked like you maybe got a little banged up into the first half. Just how are you feeling health wise, and then coming back from that, having a really good second half as well. Just speak on that a little bit, please.
Man, it was just a little bump. It ain't nothing really. Me just coming back. I just changed my mindset. I just gotta get locked in and finish the game. It's more about winning and being more of a leader of the team. Because if I go down, I'm gonna have to. If I go down, it's gonna be a little hectic. But I had to get that mental toughness and fight back and play.
Okay, we'll take the next one from Jerry Briggs, please.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations on the victory. Just wanted to ask, did you have a word with your guys at halftime here in regard to the little bit of a dust up there right at the end of the half? Did you talk to them about that?
Well, I didn't know what happened, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, I saw it as we were walking off the court. I didn't find out that there was going to be a technical assessed until we were in the locker room. And then I got the explanation when I came back out at the beginning of the second half. But yes, what we just talked about was keeping composure. And we know that these games, tournament play, regardless of it's the first time, second time, third time playing a team, I mean, we're competing for something at a very high level, and UTSA is competing for something at a very high level. It's going to be an intense physical game, and we just talked about keeping our composure. And, I guess we probably, it seems like maybe we lost it a little bit at the end of the first half. Again, I haven't even seen it yet, but based on what the officials told me. But yeah, we addressed it quickly, but you know what? We addressed a lot more is what we need to do to continue playing good basketball in the second half with a composed and being poised.
Okay, back to Christian for another, please.
Jordan, you having a deeper experience into a deeper run into the American Athletic Conference tournament previously, what's your best advice to your teammates in the locker room, just being prepared mentally going into that UAB game tomorrow night?
Pretty much how we did the last game. Just be ready, be strong, and just be ready to play for real. And since I had a lot of experience last year, it was just togetherness, being strong mentally and tough is just, and once you start winning, it's just fun. And once you're going to get one, you get another one, you're going to get another one, you get another one. But that's the advice I would give.
Okay. Any other questions from the Zoom? See you none.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.